Welcome to the Unnoticed Entrepreneur. Step into the spotlight, inspired by the work of Jim James. This audiobook is for founders and small business owners who are building great products and services, but still feel invisible in the market. Across these chapters, you'll discover practical strategies, powerful tools, and real case studies to help you get noticed by the people who matter most: your customers, your team, and your investors. You'll learn how to sharpen your story, amplify your content, and harness modern marketing technology without needing a huge budget or a big agency behind you. Whether you're just starting out or looking to reignite momentum in an existing business, this is your companion for stepping out of the shadows and into the spotlight with clarity, confidence, and intention. Before we begin, if you find this helpful, make sure to follow this audiobook or podcast, share it with another entrepreneur who needs visibility, and subscribe so you never miss future episodes and updates. Key takeaways. As entrepreneurs, we are not only builders of products and services, we are also stewards of attention. To grow a business, we must learn how to be seen, heard, and remembered. First, every entrepreneur needs a clear strategy for visibility. That strategy has to be grounded in deep understanding of the market, the customer, and the investor. From that insight, we choose tactics, hiring a PR agency, building compelling content, and consistently showing up where our audience already is. Today, startups have access to thousands of marketing technology tools. These platforms can simplify almost every aspect of modern marketing: digital advertising, copywriting, search engine optimization, video production, employee engagement, and even customer sentiment analysis. Used well, they turn a single founder into what feels like a fully staffed marketing department. At the heart of all of this is content. Well-crafted content is what sparks engagement. A robust content strategy might include videos, press releases, earned media, and podcasts. The goal is not noise. The goal is meaningful, relevant stories that speak directly to your audience's problems and aspirations. When you operate in global markets, marketing and PR no longer look like they do on your home turf. Each region has its own search engines, social platforms, and cultural norms. To succeed, you must learn how those ecosystems work, and often it is wise to partner with local specialists who already know how to reach the people you want to serve. Part 1. Strategy. Entrepreneurship begins with passion, but it scales with communication. One of the most underrated skills a founder can develop is listening. Listening is a superpower because it tells you what to build, how to explain it, and where to focus. Jim James recommends 3 simple listening habits. First, ask people to tell you more. Second, encourage them to elaborate, to go a layer deeper. Third, resist the urge to jump in. Be silent and let them speak. When you listen like this, your customers reveal their real challenges, and your messaging becomes sharper and more effective. Many small business owners share a particular blend of traits and learned skills that Jim calls chutzpah. It's a mix of courage, resourcefulness, and persistence that produces results. People with chutzpah seize the day. They notice moments of opportunity and act quickly. Handle objections. They understand that persuasion is part of the game. Uncover needs. They're always looking for new ways to serve customers. Trailblaze. They're willing to fail in public to learn in public. Zigzag. They navigate obstacles with persistence and flexibility. Hold a clear purpose. Their objectives pull them through setbacks. Reduce ambiguity. They look for information that prevents bad decisions. Stay humble. They share credit and celebrate the team. If you want to be noticed as an entrepreneur, your image matters. That doesn't mean being fake. It means being intentional. You need a professional headshot for your website and a services photo that shows a real person using your product or service. Your clothes should fit and reflect the standard you want to be associated with, online as much as in person. Even in virtual meetings, you're communicating who you are before you say a word. At some point, you may decide to hire a PR agency to increase awareness of your brand. Before you do, get clear on what success looks like. What results do you expect? How will you measure them? Look for an agency that understands your industry, whose team you feel you can work with, and whose work you can see and evaluate. Talk to their existing clients. The best PR agencies understand your brand narrative and align around a common vision and share messaging. To be perceived as an authority, narrow your focus. Choose a niche and commit to it. Then communicate your expertise through blogs, podcasts, YouTube videos, and other content. You become an authority when you consistently educate your audience about a specific problem and your way of solving it. A content calendar can help you stay disciplined, and amplification tools make it easier to schedule posts across platforms and time zones without losing your rhythm. Over time, your content turns into a library of insights. At that point, you might decide to turn it into a book. Before you do, define the problem your book will solve for readers. Consider how you will keep the material engaging and how you will weave your own story into it to build authenticity. A book that grows out of your original content reinforces your brand, and working with a self-publishing company can make the writing, publishing, and promotion process far more manageable. Visibility is not only about customers, it's also about investors. To attract investors, you need a tight communication strategy that answers a few critical questions quickly. What are you building? What traction have you achieved? How will you use investor capital? And what is the potential return? Investors have short attention spans, so you must deliver this information clearly in just a few minutes. Before you meet, research what they've funded in the past so you can position your opportunity in language they already understand. Whether you're pitching investors, customers, or partners, your slides should be simple and supportive, not the star of the show. Effective presentations. Open with a strong, engaging introduction, then focus on 2 or 3 key messages. Stories and concrete examples are powerful tools for capturing and holding attention because people remember narratives far better than bullet points. Another path to visibility is to embed yourself in your industry. Joining an industry group and hosting a networking event, a fireside chat, a panel, or a roundtable positions you as a connector and an expert. It also gives you access to senior people in your sector in a setting that feels natural rather than transactional. If in-person events are not possible, you can create digital events instead. Platforms such as On24 allow you to design immersive online experiences that blend live content, visuals, and downloadable resources. Part 2, Tools. The modern entrepreneur operates in an era of abundant tools. There are thousands of marketing technology applications on the market, and the number is growing as artificial intelligence matures. The challenge is no longer finding tools. It is choosing and using them wisely. Here are some examples of tools Jim highlights for boosting your visibility. Adplorer, a platform for templated digital advertising campaigns. It helps business owners generate leads efficiently and is especially useful for franchisees who must stay consistent with the franchisor's brand identity and messaging. Karma, a solution built for PR agencies, marketers, and communications teams to demonstrate the value of their work. Analysts interpret data from content analysis platforms and help entrepreneurs understand whether their content is reaching the right people, how they compare to competitors, and which content types they should use more or less. AI copywriting tools. These tools generate ideas and drafts for blogs and other marketing content. They are powerful for speed and volume, but the human element remains essential. AI-generated text must be refined to reflect your unique voice and point of view. Lately, a tool that ingests existing content, blogs, newsletters, press releases, videos, podcasts, and analyzes what resonates most with your audience. It then uses that data to create a writing model that improves your future posts. Pepper Content, a content service that delivers high-quality written material quickly. Many clients use it for blogs, but can also support website copy, ebooks, and white papers. AI Writer, a content tool designed with search engine optimization in mind, complete with citations that trace information back to original sources. NeuroFlash, AI software that generates short-form marketing copy. Its algorithms are trained to anticipate consumer associations and emotional reactions with a high degree of accuracy. MobileBuy, a crowdsourced content system. Instead of limiting content creation to one person or a small team, MobileBuy gathers contributions from across the organization. The marketing team still reviews and approves everything, but they benefit from a far more diverse range of ideas and perspectives. Social pay, a solution that incentivizes people to amplify social media content by rewarding them with a digital currency similar to Bitcoin. Work, a platform focused on employee engagement and recognition, especially for remote teams. Employees can share experiences that matter to them, strengthening culture and internal communication. Creditor, an open review platform where both journalists and the public rate news stories. Journalists and the public review in separate categories, with the goal of creating a more level playing field where even small outlets can earn significant traffic by producing strong content. Type Studio, a tool designed to democratize video production, making it easier for anyone to create high-quality videos without a production team. Lumen 5, a video creation platform that can turn a blog post into a video in minutes. You paste in a link, and the tool generates a storyboard with stock images and text. Gather Voices, software that makes it simple to create or collect videos from anyone. You can edit quickly, add branding and calls to action, and publish. The result is authentic, people-driven videos that often outperform text or static images. CX.ai, an AI-driven tool for extracting deeper insights from customer feedback, helping you understand what your customers are really saying and feeling. Cyrano.ai, a solution that uses linguistic analysis on customer service calls to identify when customers are highly committed, curious, open-minded, or unreasonable. It highlights each caller's priorities and offers bullet point advice on how best to respond. Each of these tools does something different, but together they illustrate a larger point. Technology can dramatically amplify your visibility if you align it with a clear strategy and a human voice. Part 3. Cases and Best Practices. Jim closes by drawing out lessons from real-world case studies, practical insights you can apply directly in your own business. First, well-crafted content still wins. The best creators are storytellers. They tailor their stories to specific audiences, frame information in ways that matter to those people, and always ground their work in an understanding of customer interests. When you tell the right stories to the right people, engagement follows. Video, in particular, is uniquely powerful. Customer testimonial videos provide social proof that written reviews rarely match. Explainer videos help people understand what your product is and how to use it. The most effective explainers show, don't tell, and they focus on just 2 or 3 key messages so the viewer is never overwhelmed. Content marketing can also be combined with a higher purpose. For example, some businesses use platforms like B1G1 to link downloads or views to charitable contributions, a donation for every resource or podcast consumed. Dynamic widgets on their websites show, in real time, how much has been donated. This approach turns marketing into an engine for impact, which in turn strengthens the brand. Access to newswires can significantly boost publicity. A firm like eReleases helps startups distribute press releases across national newswire networks. When journalists pick up a story and include your content in their coverage, that becomes earned media. Documenting that earned media on your website builds credibility and trust with future customers and partners. When you move into overseas markets, local expertise becomes invaluable. Digital ecosystems differ dramatically from country to country. In China, for example, the online environment is highly sophisticated and distinct from Western platforms. A company like Kung Fu Data helps startups and niche brands reach Chinese consumers effectively. In Korea, Naver is the dominant search engine, and KakaoTalk and Kakao Story are major social platforms. Whatever region you target, you must learn how media and marketing operate there, and often you'll move faster by partnering with local marketing firms. Podcasts are another powerful pillar of a content strategy. They build trust because people spend time with your voice, your thinking, and your personality. Listeners are often more willing to consume a 30-minute podcast than a 30-minute video because podcasts fit into commutes, walks, or chores. If you start a podcast, consistency is crucial. A weekly release schedule works well for most shows. Longer episodes, those beyond 30 or 40 minutes, may justify a slightly less frequent cadence. Finally, consider joining an entrepreneurial ecosystem. Companies like MBH create networks by inviting profitable small businesses to swap some private equity for public equity. The founders keep control of their operations, but become part of a collaborative environment with other entrepreneurs. In these ecosystems, you gain access to shared knowledge, brand leverage, and a sense of community that can make the journey less lonely and more sustainable. Conclusion. You just listened to the Unnoticed Entrepreneur. Step into the spotlight. By now, you've heard how listening deeply, telling better stories, and using the right tools can transform you from overlooked to in demand. You've seen how authority is built one focused message, one piece of content, and one relationship at a time. Remember, visibility is not an accident. It's the result of deliberate strategy, consistent action, and the courage to show up as the face and voice of your brand. You don't need to be famous, you just need to be findable, and now you have a roadmap to make that happen. If this audiobook has given you ideas or encouragement, take a moment right now to rate it, like it, and share it with another entrepreneur who deserves to be noticed. And don't forget to subscribe or follow so you can catch future content, tools, and stories designed to help you keep stepping into the spotlight. Thank you for listening, and now it's your turn to get noticed.